Welcome back to Zarnok Gaming, your one-stop shop for everything Starfield. Here is my first episode of my Starfield Completionist guide, and of course, where better to start than the innermost planet of the first solar system where your journey kinda starts, or our journey started, Mercury in Sol. So we're going to get landed, get started, we're going to explore this whole planet, we're going to clear our map, we're going to see what treasures we can find. This is the map that I received starting out when I landed there, and the map we want to turn it into is going to look something more like this. Now, I know what you're saying, I have two unexplored spots on this map, but one of the things I learned while exploring Mercury is that if you leave the planet and come back, 2.5-ish of the locations become unexplored again, and you get experience for exploring them, and they can have different items and refreshed drops or enemies or quests there for you to complete. So on Mercury, this is these two nodes on the right here, but also the abandoned bunker on the very far left can have different things there different times you come to the planet, and we're going to get into that later. Let's talk about our pull here from the planet of Mercury. Overall haul, after spending a decent amount of time here, it's about 40,000 credits. Mind you, I spent a lot of time leaving and coming back, selling all my gear in New Atlantis at the various shops down the well. And I also stole some ships, registered and sold those back home, and we'll get into that as well. Special items here, mining monthly issue number 1. It's going to increase your damage by tool grip weapons by 2% permanently for the rest of your game. First thing I learned here is that not everything on the map is going to have a node, so we had to explore very thoroughly to make sure we found everything special. There's a lot of structures along your route on the map that are going to have different storage boxes, med packs, gear, sometimes really nice rare or epic weapons as well. And the very bottom left of the map is going to be our biggest hub of enemies. This is the abandoned mine, and there is a structure on the outside here at the southwest, booby-trapped by mines. But once you get inside, you're going to find a few nice items, a safe to unlock, so make sure you brought your digipicks. To check out my beginner's guide, I'll remind you not to sell everything in your miscellaneous so that you don't run out of digipicks. And on the back table, mining monthly issue number 1. Permanent increase you carry with you the rest of the game. Obviously then we got cred sticks and some other stuff going on here, but this is the highlight of Mercury, the one thing that you really want to find here. At the bottom of the mine, you're going to find a little mini boss. My tip of the day is do a quick save. Don't be me, because you'll end up re-clearing the entire map based on a reload if you die. So we clear it, we find some nice epic or legendary gear, epic gear at the end here, and a whole bunch of resources. So that was a big chunk of all of the money that I got from full clearing Mercury. Here's our abandoned bunker on the far left side of the map. 2 of the times that I landed on the planet, it had these UC Vanguard doing a training exercise. They activate some robots. If you assist them in killing them, you'll get experience and be able to loot them. No harm, no foul. There's also a bunch of other stuff inside there. As you run along the map here and on various other planets, you'll notice ships landing. You can go and fight and kill pirates, eclipse, spacers, or even civilians, UC traders if that's more your thing, and commandeer the ship. So you get the option to take over the ship. Once you have gone into it, it becomes your quote-unquote home ship, and you can take it back to New Atlantis and register it. Registering it costs about 85% of the value of selling it. So you can register it, switch back to the Frontier, whatever other ship you're using as your home ship, and then you can sell it and immediately just fast travel back. It seems like a lot, but it's actually just a couple of quick loading screens, and you can rack in thousands of credits doing this. The one thing you need to be careful of is that the quests and missions on the planet can reset I had a mission from the civilian outpost here to go find some missing guy and bring him back, and it had failed by the time I left and came back because, again, as we talked about, that civilian outpost, the civilian mining operation or whatever it is, just up and to the right of the landing spot, refreshes every time you leave and come back to the planet. So just keep that in mind, but it is a great way to make some quick credits if you're in need. Moving on, in the top center of those three in a line of nodes on the top center left, you have a civilian outpost. There's a mission board here. They're going to teach you how to do cargo links and get resources going from a planet with ionic liquid to this planet, and you can use this to learn how to set up your own outposts. Outposts are very, very important because you're going to want someplace to store all your resources that's near where a ship lands. New Atlantis and the lodge is great. However, you have to go all the way from the ship to the lodge, and you don't want to do that while overburdened if you're trying to stock up on resources for crafting and outpost building and stuff like that. Another issue you can run into when taking over a ship is that you might kill all the guys and immediately the ship takes off. The biggest thing to note here is that if you're inside that cargo hold at the tail end of the ship, when that happens, you are going to fall out of the sky. If you are inside the ship when it happens, you're going to go to space with them, which is great most of the time because you can kill the people and take over the ship. However, there is a level 14 Varum Him ship outside of Venus, and if you get taken up into space in Venus, you're going to be in a fight with that ship as you kill the pilots of that ship, and then you're going to get blown up and die. So be wary, especially on Venus. But I'll talk more about that in my upcoming Venus video. Another option for the abandoned bunker on the left side of the map is for a survivalist to be here. Now you can choose to attack him via conversation. If you do that, your companion may not like it, but it won't be murder. However, if you make nice with him and then kill him, Sarah gets pretty upset with you. She's going to leave your party, abandon you, go back to wherever you have her assigned. If you have her assigned to the ship, you can go find her there and go through your first persuasion check to figure out exactly how to use that skill, which I have a little segment on in my beginner's tips video as well. And that's everything I got from Mercury. It is a pretty quick clear if you're just looking for the special item. It's in the bottom left of the map. Doesn't take very long to get to. Looking forward to putting out my next video. Perfect landing here on Venus, a planet with two different sides of scripted landing zones. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for checking into Zarnok Gaming, and happy hunting out there, guys.